Hello, I'm David Little, and I'm one of the authors of Language Learner Autonomy, Theory, Practice and Research. My fellow authors are Leni Damm and Lienhard Legenhausen. For us, Language Learner Autonomy is a dynamic of teaching and learning in which learners plan, implement, monitor, and evaluate their own learning. From the beginning, they do this as far as possible in their target language, which thus becomes a channel of their individual and collaborative agency. By exercising agency in the target language, making choices, taking decisions, following through with activities, they gradually develop a proficiency that is reflective as well as communicative. They also develop themselves as autonomous learners and users of their target language. The target language becomes a fully integrated part of their plurilingual repertoire and identity. In the introduction to our book, we explain where our concept of language learner autonomy came from and briefly summarize its theoretical foundations. The first part of the book draws on Leni's 30 years of classroom experience to provide a detailed account of language learner autonomy in action. The learners are young Danish teenagers. Their target language is English, and we describe their learning from 4 interdependent perspectives: target language use, interaction and collaboration, handing over control to the learners, and evaluation. The 4 chapters contain many examples of students' work. The second part of the book is concerned with research. Chapter 5 reports on a project that Leni and Lienhard carried out over 4 years to explore the proficiency development of one of Leni's classes, comparing her learners with learners of English at a German gymnasium. The research focused on vocabulary learning in the first 2 months of English, the acquisition of grammar in the first 18 months, and the acquisition of pragmatic competence over 4 years. On all measures, the autonomous learners outperformed their German peers. Most importantly, they were able to communicate with ease in English, whereas the German learners were not. Chapter 6 presents 2 case studies that show the benefits of language learner autonomy to students with learning difficulties, in this instance, attentional problems and severe dyslexia. Finally, the third part of the book shows how language learner autonomy can help us to meet the challenges posed by large-scale migration, describing work in Ireland that I've been involved in, and it also explores the implications of language learner autonomy for language teacher education. If you want to see one of Leni's classes of 15-year-old learners in action, visit the Multilingual Matters YouTube page. There you'll find a 25-minute video that was made available in connection with the UK publication of our book.